Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another fashion review for you guys. What you just saw was some honorable mentions. There was a lot of great looks yesterday at the SAG Awards, which is kind of like the biggest award show next to the Oscars, I guess you can say. It kind of predicts who's going to win at the Oscars. It's TV and movies. So a lot of people were there. So the pictures that you guys just saw are some honorable mentions, like I said. So it's people that I thought still looked great, and I wanted you guys to see if you didn't watch the red carpet, but I'm not going to discuss them in my fashion review. But yeah, so that's that. But we have a lot to talk about from the SAG Awards. Like I said, I thought the fashion was great. Like always, I'm going to have a best and worst dressed nominees and vote for who I think is the best and worst dressed. And I'm also going to do, like I have done in other fashion review videos, discuss some trends that we saw on the red carpet. So let's jump into our first celebrity. First up, we have Miss Sophia Bush, and she is wearing Vivienne Westwood. I'm obsessed with Sophia Bush. You guys know her from One Tree Hill. I've loved her since the first episode of One Tree Hill. I used to watch it when it first came out. Now she's killing it on Chicago PD. And this is like her first big red carpet of the year. She really hasn't been in any other ones. And I thought she looked beautiful. My favorite part about her look was her hair and her makeup. She's a beautiful girl. She doesn't need that like heavy drastic makeup. She looks flawless and beautiful. And that hair, I have serious hair envy over Sophia Bush. She looked absolutely beautiful. But for her dress, Vivienne Westwood is a great designer. I do like the dress. The color for me though, it was a little off. It was kind of like, it couldn't decide if it wanted to be orange or red, and it wasn't like that rust orange that's really on trend right now. Wasn't crazy with the color. And then two, the waist on it was a little weird. The bodice is beautiful, but the waist on it I felt like wasn't finished. I don't know. But I thought she looked great, but that's it for Sophia Bush. Next up we have Paula Patton, and she's wearing Aisha, if I'm saying that right. And I was absolutely obsessed with this dress. She's wearing white, which we've seen a couple times on the other red carpets now. But it was like that perfectly beaded. It wasn't too over beaded. It still had the white beading on it, so it still had that white look. It wasn't taking away from the white on her. The beading was just immaculate on it, and she had the perfect hair for it. Her earrings matched it perfectly. She looked amazing. Her clutch looks so good with it. She has the gold to play off of her emerald earrings, which plays off of the bronze beading on the dress too. I thought she looked absolutely amazing, and she's going to be on my best dress list. Next up we have Julianne Moore, and she is wearing Givenchy, and she actually wore custom-made Givenchy to, what was it? Not the Critics' Choice Awards. What award show was that? The Golden Globes. The Golden Globes. She wore a custom Givenchy to the Golden Globes, and everybody loved it. It was that metallic with the feathers, if you guys remember. I'll leave a picture here for you guys to see too. But this time she did Givenchy in that emerald color again, which we saw on the carpet, I think like 2 times in dresses for the SAG Awards. But she's wearing this emerald green dress, and on the red carpet they were loving her dress. I mean, I agree too. I think that the emerald on redheads is always a great look for them. It just brings out everything, and she looks great, but for me, I didn't like the beading on the dress. I don't know. There's not much to say about it. Beautiful color. I wasn't crazy about the dress though. Next up, we have Melissa Rauch from Big Bang Theory, and she is wearing Pamela Roland, and it's just not good. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. The colors, I guess she's doing that color blocking thing, but it's not working with those 2 colors, and the pink deepens at the sides into the red, and I don't like it. It makes it look a little bit wider. And then 2, the material on this, I can't tell what it is from the pictures, and I didn't see her on TV and being interviewed or anything like that, but it kind of looks like a pleather material, and I just hated it. And those bangs, oh my goodness gracious. I just did not like it, and I'm going to have to nominate her for worst dress. I'm sorry. Next up is Emma Stone, and she is wearing Dior Couture. And again, I think she went with that menswear look like she did at the Golden Globes as well. She's wearing the pants. This time she's wearing the jacket, but put a little bit of twist on it. She has a sheer skirt underneath it with this huge train. And now I'll be honest, at first when she was being interviewed, I was like, I don't like it. Like, it looks so, I don't know, I just don't like it. And then I saw the pictures from her on the red carpet and I was like, holy crap, she looks incredible. I think the dress is gorgeous. It's cool how it has that menswear in it, but it's still so elegant, and that train on it is the best part about the dress. That train is gorgeous, and it actually almost tripped somebody, but that's a different story. But I think she looked amazing, and I mean, she's just a beautiful girl. And I love too how even though it's black, it still has that little bit of like that bronzy peeking out under it, so it's not too like sexy and revealing with the deep cut, because she does have all her legs out. But I am obsessed with Emma Stone's look, and she's gonna be nominated for Best Dressed. Felicity Jones is wearing Balenciaga, and everybody else and everybody on the carpet too was obsessing over her look. For me, I think she looks absolutely incredible. It wasn't my favorite. She is on trend with that like off the shoulder. I think it's so suiting for her too. She's from England. It's kind of that more classy, like, I'm going for tea look, but I think she looks incredible. Her makeup is perfect with it, her earrings, but her hair was like tied back in like a little half bun that we like used to do in like 6th grade. But incredible, perfect color, she looks great, and that's it. She looks amazing. Next up we have Julia Roberts, who's also rocking Givenchy. And she went with the menswear look too that's been on trend, and Emma Stone was wearing too at the same red carpet. But I didn't like it. Okay, so first off, you guys know what I have to say about pantsuits. So she doesn't have a huge leg, so she can wear those, like a huge leg on the pant, so she can wear the open toe shoes with it. But it's like an awkward in between. It's not cinched to her ankles, and it's not past her feet. Like, it's like weird, and it's getting caught on her shoes and makes her feet look bulky, and it makes her shoes look bulky, and it just wasn't fitting on her. It didn't make her lower half look good at all, I don't think. And then the top too, she has like that deep plunge. She looks great from like underneath the boobs and up. Other than that, I hated it. And then too, she has like a piping of buttons down the middle, and it stops at like such an awkward part of her crotch. It should have stopped a little bit higher. It just was not fitting for her at all. I actually kind of hated it, and I'm gonna have to nominate her for Worst Dress. Up next we have Joanne Froggatt. I hope I am saying that right as well. I actually didn't know who she was when I first saw her on the carpet, but I did find out she's from Downton Abbey. And when I first saw her on the carpet, Maria Menounos was interviewing her. I was like, holy crap, I don't know who that is, but she looks amazing. And then throughout the interview, she was saying how Brad Goretzky styled her. I was like, that's why she looks amazing. Brad is the best stylist. But she is wearing Honor. I don't know if I said that. She's wearing Honor, and I think she looks amazing. Her hair is perfect. She has a perfect jewelry for it. I love the sharp points of the sweetheart neck. It fits her beautifully. The bottom of the skirt is so great. It's perfect SAG Awards look, and I think she looks amazing. Next up we have Laverne Cox and Johanna Johnson, and Laverne is from Orange is the New Black, if you don't know, and I think she actually won 2 last night. Don't quote me on that. But let's get into her look. Didn't like it. I feel like silk is a very, very, very tricky fabric, and it just did not work for her. I would never put her in silk in a million years. I just hated it, and it was ill-fitting on top too. I mean, it was a cool, I guess, kind of attempt. I don't know if that's the best word. It was a cool attempt, but the shoulders were cool, the beading was cool, but it was so ill-fitting here, and it was too big in the middle, and then too tight down here. I just felt like there's a lot wrong with it. And then all of a sudden she just pulls out the black clutch with it. It's like a champagne color, don't use the black clutch with it. She's on my worst dress list. I'm sorry, I just don't know what else to say about it. It's god-awful. Don't do silk on the red carpet. Don't do it. Next up we have Amy Poehler and Jenny Packman, but it should be more like JCPenney's. It is ugly. And at first too, when she was getting out her limos and they have like the camera arrival limos, I'm like, wow, she looks really good. And then I saw the full dress and I'm like, it's like prom went wrong. I just didn't like it. Navy though, they're saying is another big trend color for the red carpets this season, but just didn't do it for me. Next up we have Sarah Hyland in custom Vera Wang and Lorraine Shorts jewelry. And Sarah Hyland, she just always does it for me. She's another one that's stabbed by Brad Goretzky, and she just pulls it off every single time. She's definitely one to watch for every award show. I think she looks beautiful. Now, like I said, it's a custom-made Vera Wang gown, and everybody loves Vera Wang. She knows how to dress a woman, and I just love this dress. The beading on it is beautiful. It fits her perfectly. And I love too that it still has that big kind of like ballroom-esque gown on it, but underneath, as you can see, it is a sheer overlap on it. And then underneath she has like another bronzy, kind of like what Emma Stone did. She's like a bronzy, tight fitted skirt underneath it. So you still see her figure, but you still have fun and classiness with that big ball gown on it. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. Her makeup always looks amazing too. You have to find out who her makeup artist is. They are amazing. And then two, her hair was so sick. She's probably voted for me best hair. I'll put a picture here. She has like this cool little twist in the back, and I thought she just pulled it off. She is one to watch, and for being so young, the old like veterans had to watch out for her. I'm gonna vote for her for best dressed. Next up, we have another Modern Family actor, Ariel Winter, and she's wearing Zac Posen. Now when I first saw this, I was like, boobs, holy crap, in your face. She's only 17 and she has this huge boobs, and the dress was like bam in your face. But the dress was beautiful. Zac Posen, we've seen him on the red carpet a million times, looks absolutely amazing. All of his dresses, I think the dress is beautiful on her. And she's 17, she kind of looks more like 27, but I think she looks beautiful. There is a lot of cleavage in this, but I think she looks amazing. The dress looks great in her. I love her hair a little bit darker, and she pulled it off really well. Next up, we have Rosamund Pike in Dior, and she was actually on my worst dress list for the Golden Globes. This time around, I think she did a little bit better. Better being the key word, not the best. She was on some people's worst dress list that I saw, but I don't think she's the worst dress. I think it's kind of cool. Her hair is great with the outfit. It kind of has that cool texture to it. And it's like, obviously it's not doing anything for her, but it's that type of dress that you don't want to do anything for you. It's not that dress where you just kind of picked the wrong one or didn't fit you well. You know what I kind of mean? I don't know. But I thought she looks great. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. Next up, we have Reese Witherspoon in custom Armani and Harry Winston jewelry, and she looked absolutely amazing. Reese is another one that you always have to look out for on the red carpet. She's in that optic white again that has been a huge trend on every red carpet this season, but I think Reese just has this like aura about her. She's so classy. She always looks so great. She never reveals too much, but she always looks so hot. I love her. She looks amazing. And I liked also too is that one shoulder. We actually saw like I think 4 people in the one shoulder in the carpet, but it is that one shoulder, but it's not just like the one shoulder tank top. It has a little bit of a cap sleeve on it, if you guys can see that. But she looked amazing. Hair simple, pulled back in a ponytail. She's done that a lot. I think she looks amazing. I'm going to nominate her for best dressed. Next we have Lupita and Elie Saab. And I didn't know what to think about this, actually, kind of, sort of. I don't know what to make of it. It's kind of like this floral, but then it also kind of looks like she got shot by some paintball guns all over her dress and decided to go, oh, it's too late, so let's just send her out there with the paintball splatters on it. I don't know. I didn't really like the design of it. Like the, you know, the pattern. But I felt like it fit her well. She had fun with it. When she has those flowy dresses on, I feel like she just looks like this beautiful Disney princess just coming out of her castle. So I like the flowiness of it. She has long sleeves on too, which is another trend that we saw on the carpet. I think the dress was okay. I would have fixed the pattern on it though. Didn't like it, but I do have to say I love her hair. We've seen, you know, she has short hair. We've seen her rock her short hair all the time. She'll add a headband here or there, but she actually went with like this bun on it. I think she looked amazing. It was like she was a whole new person. She looked good-ish. Next up, we have Camilla and Donna Karan, and I am absolutely obsessed with this dress. Love it. So she is wearing that purple that we've seen a couple times on this SAG Awards red carpet. Purple was a big trend, but I love this dress. It fits her perfectly. And in the picture, I didn't see her on the red carpet, but in this picture, it looks like a velvet kind of texture on it. I wonder if it was velvet fabric on it. Had to look into that. But holy God, she looks amazing. The top on it, beautiful. The draping on it, beautiful. Then she has that long drape on the side that turned into a train, and it's just like Hollywood. Oh my God, gorgeous. Her hair, amazing. Simple makeup, simple. She let the dress speak for itself. She had nothing else going over. She didn't have crazy obnoxious jewelry. Spot on. You were nominated for best dressed. Next we have Kaley Cuoco Sweeney in Ramona Caviza, and she always looks good on the red carpet. She's usually not my favorite, but she always looks good. She went with the classic red, which we did see a few times on the carpet. I love the little belt on it because sometimes, you know, if people have like a shaped dress on it, but they leave the waist like bare, sometimes that annoys me. So I like how she had the belt on it. And it wasn't an overpowering belt. The thin belt makes her look thinner. Not that she needs to look thinner, but I thought she looked amazing. And that's really it for it. Wasn't my best. Next we had Tatiana Mulaney from Orphan Black, and I don't watch Orphan Black, so I wasn't familiar with who she was, but they were raving about her the whole entire night, and she's wearing Oscar de la Renta, and as you guys might know, Oscar de la Renta passed away in 2014, not too long ago, and I feel like it's a really big honor for these celebrities to be wearing Oscar on the red carpet, and for me, maybe, I don't know, I'm not the only one who doesn't know who she is, but I feel like she's not really like a household name in the industry yet. So for her to be wearing Oscar de la Renta, I thought that was a really huge deal, and I think she pulled it off well. Oscar is known for his big ball gown kind of dresses, and I think this is beautiful on it. The striping on it is beautiful. You know, you can go wrong very quickly with stripes on the red carpet, but I think on this Oscar de la Renta gown, it is perfect. The stripes are going the right way and the right parts of the dress. And she kept it simple like Camilla did, and let the dress speak for itself since it is such a busy dress. She has barely any jewelry on. She pulled her hair back and she has light makeup on. I thought she looked amazing. Next we have Sofia Vergara. And she is wearing Donna Karan. And actually, which I thought was so cool, she was wearing her own jewelry. She has a line at Kay's Jewelers and she was wearing that jewelry. I thought that was kind of cool. And Sofia Vergara always looks beautiful on the red carpet. And she always has that Sofia Vergara-esque dress on. She has a slamming body. She always has the dress to fit her perfectly. She always looks beautiful. I was thinking about putting her on my best dress list, but I was just kind of like, she hasn't really done anything different. It's just Sofia Vergara. Like, you know what to expect from her on the red carpet, and she hasn't really changed it up that much. So yeah, I mean, she looks pretty, but oh, and she has a one shoulder trend. That's another one. She's another one to the one shoulder. Next we have Claire Danes, and she is wearing Marc Jacobs. Now, when I first saw this dress, I was kind of unsure of what I thought about it, but I kind of love it. I know some people hated it. I kind of loved it though, because it has a little bit of a sporty edge to it, and on a red carpet you don't see that often. So I think it was kind of cool that she stepped out of the box and did that, and she is wearing the emerald green trend too. Sorry if I keep looking outside. We're in the middle of a blizzard right now, so I keep looking at the snow. But anyways, yeah. So she's wearing the emerald green trend again. And I'm going to try to find another picture. But the detailing, too, on the sides of it was so pretty. It had these big stones on it. It was just made to perfection on the sides of it. But I felt like, too, it might have been a little bit too big for her. It could have been a little bit more fitted to her. But I love the twist top halter neck. And then my favorite part of the whole entire dress, which you probably might have not seen, was the belt on it. So the back, the whole entire back was open, and then she had the belt on her open back. And usually I hate that, but this belt hit the right part. So it was the open back. I'm going to try to find a picture of it. I couldn't find a picture, so if I don't, I'm just going to describe it. But she had the open back, and then the belt was right here, and then she had like a deep V cut underneath here on her lower back, and it was the perfect amount of the room to put that belt right above it, and I thought she looked amazing. But the only thing I could say about it, maybe she could have put her hair up and leave the attention on the detailing of the neck of the dress. But that's all I have to say about it. Next up, we have Amanda Pett and Jay Mendel, and I have a lot to say about this one. Okay. First off, let's start. Jay Mendel, amazing designer. He always has amazing looks all over the place. And actually, Taylor Swift wears him a lot, and she always looks absolutely fabulous. But this dress is absolutely horrible. Oh my god, where do I start? Okay, let's start head to toe. First of all, her hair is like shifted. Not a good look. Her earrings, put a drop on them. Like, you have nothing on your chest. Your chest is bare. If you're not going to wear a necklace, wear some freaking dangly earrings. Make the look complete. Like, oh my Jesus, Louise, did you get dressed yourself? Where's your stylist? Oh, okay. Then the chest. So ill-fitting, lumpy and baggy, and it's doing nothing for her. And then the worst part of the dress is she has this black empire detailing on it to kind of bring in her waist. And then she has this weird ass draping pocket in the middle, and it kind of looks like a pocket where she's gonna like store her snacks if she gets hungry during the show. She can just eat it. Oh my god. Oh my god, absolutely freaking horrible. When she came on the screen, I was just like, what the hell in the world is she wearing? Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. On my worst dress list. Totally new from the second I saw it. Next we have Keira Knightley in her dem, and she is also doing that purple color that we've seen a few times that was a popular trend on the red carpet. And I thought she looked amazing. She looked horrible at the Golden Globes. Critics' Choice Awards is getting better. And I think this is beautiful too. I mean, the purple, we've seen that little, that eggplant color. Beautiful on her. She has the perfect skin tone for her, the perfect hair color. And I thought it was kind of cool too, because her dress is a little bit more feminine since she does have the eyelet in it. But I think it was kind of cool because with her jewelry, she kind of edged it up a little bit. Because that deep dark color is a little bit more edgy. If it was going to be a little bit more girly, it could have been like a light pink or white, or you know what I'm saying. So I think the dark purple on it made it a little bit more edgier. So her jewelry kind of went perfect with it. She had this beautiful ear cuff on, and I think it just set the edginess of her outfit. And two, like she was talking on the red carpet with Maria Menounos, and she was saying how she likes to be in loose clothes and she is pregnant. She's like, she's seen girls with tight ones and they rock it, but it's not for her. So if that's the route she wants to go, totally understand. But if she is going for that loose look, I think this is the outfit to do it with. Next we have Patricia Arquette, who is also wearing Vivienne Westwood like Sophia Bush was, and I see a lot of similarities in their dresses. Patricia is wearing that emerald color that we saw, which is a little bit of a trend, and she kind of has that off-the-shoulder look too, which we see a lot on the red carpet. And I think that Vivienne Westwood has great shapes and shifts for their dresses, and it kind of puts in and ties in everyone's figure. So I like that about them. I think the color might have been a little bit too dark for her. She is very fair skinned, she has light hair, but I think, I don't know. Just wasn't crazy about it. Don't really have too much to say about it, but there you go. Next we have Andrea Riseborough. If I'm saying that right, actually can be a little bit honest here. I have no freaking clue who she is. All I know is she looks god-awful. She is wearing Escada. The dress is doing absolutely nothing for her. Okay, so let's start. She has the right idea. She's wearing a halter. She has her hair up. Okay, point. Good job. Then it gets so saggy, it is doing absolutely nothing for her. She has the wrong part of her waist. Then what the hell is with that clutch? If you're going to put the damn chain on it, don't hold it like that. She should have had the chain and the freaking clutch, holding it in her hand. I don't know what else to say about that. And the wrong color too. You're so white, girl. Put on another color. Just don't like it. Oh, and I'm going to nominate her for Worst Dressed. Next we have Jennifer Aniston in Vintage Galliano and Fred Leighton Jewelry. So we saw her at the Golden Globes and she looked so bad. She looked like a mom at like a daughter's wedding who doesn't know how to dress. She is known for her hair and she had it pulled slicked back. It looked horrible. Then we saw her at the Critics' Choice Awards where she went a little bit more on the edge for her. She was wearing that rust-colored suit with a deep plunge. And now we see her at the SAG Awards and she's rocking the deep plunge again. So for me right now, this is her best look throughout the red carpet season. Not totally sold on the dress. She went for the deep cut again and she did the long necklace again too. But at least she has her hair down. Now it's time to name the worst dress of the 2015 SAG Awards. So my worst dress list consists of Melissa Rauch, Laverne Cox, Andrea Riseborough, Julia Roberts, and Amanda Peet. Now, they were all horrible, but for me, my top two worst dresses was Amanda Peet and Melissa Rauch. I just hated their overall collective look. There wasn't one thing for me that was good on them. I'm sorry, but there wasn't. But I'm going to have to crown worst dress to Amanda Peet. Oh, I hated it. I still can't get over, like, what is that thing in her waist and that dress? It just makes me mad. So now it's time for Best Dressed. And I had such a hard time picking. But let's look at my nominations. So I have Emma Stone, Paula Patton, Sarah Hyland, Camila Alves, and Reese Witherspoon. I feel like I was picking my favorite child, and I don't even have kids. I think that every single one of them looks absolutely flawless. Hair is perfect, makeup's perfect, accessories perfect, and most important, gown is perfect. It's so hard to choose. I'm like looking at these pictures like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I think I'm going to have to call it a tie. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but you know what? It's my channel. I'm going to call it a tie between Camila Alves and Sarah Hyland. I feel bad saying that the other ones aren't the best dressed. But okay, these two girls, beautiful. Custom Vera Wing, absolutely killed it. And like I said, she's young. All these older women, all these veterans who've done red carpets like almost their whole entire life need to watch out for Sarah Hyland. I mean, it's just a beautiful dress. And too, I forgot to mention before, but the back, she had this long racer back and the back, oh my god, beautiful. And then Camila Alves is just perfection. That dress on her, amazing. So that's a tie. So 2015 best dress at the SAG Awards is Sarah Hyland and Camila Alves for me. They look absolutely amazing. So that is it for my 2015 SAG Awards fashion review. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Were you disappointed by the fashion? Did you love it? How did you like the show? Who was your worst dress and who was your best dress? And tell me if you agree with my picks. I don't know, that's just me, but maybe you guys have the same ones. And if you did like this kind of video, this fashion review of the red carpets, I have one from the Golden Globes, the Critics' Choice Awards, and the People's Choice Awards. So if you guys want to go check those out, I'll leave them linked below. And also stay tuned, I'll have a Grammys one coming up, and the biggest awaited show of the year, the Oscars. So guys, look out for that. Hit subscribe so you don't miss those videos. Make sure you thumbs it up. And like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if you guys want to chat elsewhere, follow me on Twitter at Carson_Perry. And I do post pictures of the red carpets and other stuff too. Fun stuff. If you guys want to follow that on Instagram, it's at KeeganCP. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.